Hello students, how are you? Now let us continue our chapter part 3, formation of landforms. So students, you all are aware about lithosphere. So inside the earth there are certain movements in lithosphere, and the lithosphere is broken into a number of plates known as a lithospheric plates. So you will be surprised to know that these plates move in a different directions. Why? In a year, few millimeters in a year. Why it is happen? This is because of the molten magma inside the earth. That is the only one reason. The molten magma inside the earth moves in a circular manner. The movement of these plates cause changes of the surface of the earth. Changes on the surface of the earth. The movements of the earth are divided on basis of the forces which cause them. And the movement which are generated in the interior of the earth are called endogenic forces. Suppose to ask in your exam, what is endogenic forces? So the movement which are generated in interior of the earth are called endogenic forces, and the forces work on the surface of the earth are called exogenic forces. Okay, now what will happen due to these forces? So the endogenic forces sometimes produce sudden movement in the interior of the earth, inside the earth, and sometimes produce slow movement, and sudden movement like earthquake and volcanoes cause changing on surface of the earth. A volcano is a vent opening in the earth crust though which molten material erupt suddenly. Similarly, when the lithospheric plate move, the surface of the earth vibrates, then earthquake happen. The vibration can travel all around in the center, and these vibrations are called earthquake. Suppose to ask in your exam, what is earthquake? So the vibration can travel around the center, and these vibrations are called earthquake. The place in the crust from where the vibrations start is called the focus, and the vibration travels in the form of wave outside the center of origin, and the center of the surface closest to the center of origin is called epicenter. So epicenter word is related to the earthquake, and greatest damage is usually caused closest to the epicenter, and as the distance from epicenter increase, the magnitude of the earthquake gradually decrease. Although earthquake cannot be predicted, the impact can be minimized. We are prepared beforehand. So how can we predict the earthquake? Local people use some common methods which are to predict possibility of earthquake, like study behavior of animals, rapid movement of fish in pond, coming out of reptiles on the surface of the earth, etc. Now major landforms. How major landforms form? So there are two processes. The landscape is continuously worn away by the two processes, weathering and erosion. What is weathering? Weathering is a breaking up of rocks on the earth's surface. Weathering occurs on the surface due to the agents like water, wind and ice. The weather material is carried away or transported by water, wind, etc., and eventually deposited. This process of weathering and deposition create different landforms on the earth surface of the earth. Okay. Now work of river. What is the work of river? Rivers are playing major role in formation of landforms. The running water in the river erodes the landscape. When the river straightly tumbles at this angle over the hard rocks or down a valley, it forms a waterfall. Now how form waterfalls? Here you see pictures, you can see this. So as the river enters the plain, it flows. There are twists and turns forming large bend known as a meanders. Due to continuous erosion and deposition along the side of the meander, the end of the meander's loop come closer and almost assume the shape of the horseshoe. That is called Godapatti or circle. In a condition when the river gets flooded due to deposition, land between meander loop gets cut off by the river flow, and the river leaves its long path and takes a straight path. The water remains in the abutted by the cylindrical part of the water called oxbow lake. Sometimes the river seems to flow out its bank. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floods, it deposits layers of alluvium and materials. Landforms formed due to this deposition is called flood plain. When a large amount of slitty soil deposit on both sides of the river, the rise banks are called levees. As the river approaches the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break up into a number of streams and called distributaries. The river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit sleet and soil and other material. Each distributary form its own mouth. The collection of sediment form all the mouths from delta. Now here you can see the process of river formation and landforms. Now along with I will send you one animation video. You can for better understanding. Okay, thank you.